So good morning, everybody. This is Carlos, the running jackal, heading to the Mountain of Joy. Today will be pretty much mostly hiking, but I'm running to the foot of the mountain, and then I'm taking the steepest trails I can find to the top. I hope this will be fun. Hi. That guy's dog wants to run with me. So today is Sunday. And I'm setting out as early as possible to try and meet as few as possible other people. That's one of the reasons I'm heading up the steepest trails. The lower trails are a little bit too crowded, especially later in the day. Just walking off a little bit of heart rate there. It's kind of high. It's always high at the beginning of my run. I'm trying to calibrate my breathing and my heart rate to the demands from my muscles. Today I hope to see the view from the summit. It looks like there will be a good view today. And because I'm early enough, I might well get some nice sunrise on the horizon kind of shots. Just ran past the Greek on the street, the vending truck, heading to the weir. This is where I get onto the trails, right here. So this is about, I guess, week 4 of the serious situation. Finally, everybody is on the same page. I heard from Krista yesterday, and Jim, and Susie. Who else? All the usual suspects. Weekly updates from most of them. This is the weir. Not much water in it today. Coming up on 10 minutes. 10 minutes of running time.
Time 10 minutes. Distance 1.41 kilometers. Cadence 76. Average heart rate 154. Workout average pace 7 minutes 1 second per kilometer.
still a little fast. I shall back it off in a second once I make this corner, which takes me around to the tree graveyard. I went through this route about 6 times in my head last night, and I think I came up with 6 alternate routes. Not sure which one I'm going to take even now. It's going to start off this way, but basically I have 75 minutes of exercise time to fit in today before breakfast. So this is the Douglas Creek Scenic Trail. So far, other than the man with the frisky boxer dog on a leash, I have seen nobody. But the ubiquitous car is still driving around at 7 in the morning. The summit run is always a little bit nerve-wracking because there are a few white knuckle spots. When I'm hiking, I will be in danger. I'm wearing my best grippy shoes, my Saucony trail shoes. And luckily there's been no rain in the last 48 hours, so the rocks should be dry. That's not to say that I won't see mud. I'm having to negotiate a muddy section right now. Past the mushroom colony, and then I head up towards the only road crossing I will have to do today. Pretty much. There's one later on Church Hill Drive, but the gate will be closed for at least another, let's say it opens at noon, another 5 hours before they open that gate. So this will be the last crossing of a road with cars. After this it'll be hike and climb. There's a guy behind me jogging up this hill.
Distance 2 kilometers. Cadence 69. Average heart rate 141. Workout average pace 7 minutes 30 seconds per kilometer.
There are some options coming up. I'm hoping he takes a different one from me. I'm now hiking. He is still jogging with his hounds. There's a major trail intersection just here. I think he's already taken a different route from me. I'm heading up Norn towards Irvine. It's going to be run a few steps, hike a few steps for a little while yet, and then it's going to be pure, unadulterated running. I just about got over my self-inflicted chest wound the other day. I managed to trip and punch myself really, really hard in the ribs. This was not fun. I still have some bruising on my intercostals, my between the ribs muscles. So this is about the steepest part, just around here. A bit of a chin scraper, as they say. I heard a woodpecker earlier on, but today I have decided to do my editing on the fly, which means that I will be riding the pause button. I also have the zone change feature turned off. I do have my heart rate monitor, but I noticed from listening to Krista yesterday, there is beauty in silence. I just need to know when I'm out of zone. But on a predominantly hiking climb, I'm going to be in high zones, even if I am hiking. I'm crossing Churchill Drive now. There's lots of hikers walking up and down the road, as they always do. A lot of dog walkers. Now I'm back on the real trail. Irvine going up, up, up.
Time 20 minutes. Distance 2.47 kilometers. Cadence 60. Average heart rate 142. Workout average pace 8 minutes 6 seconds per kilometer. Time for hydration.
20 minutes in. Lots of fawn lilies here. I think I'll take a picture for my title photograph. Give me a second. Make sure the camera is fully open.
Auto pause.
Got it. So this is part way up Irvine. I'll just take a close-up of these lilies.
Workout resumed.
Okay. So up I go. Not sure what I did then, but the recorder made a little beeping sound. I probably shut off one of my files around about then, and I'm now recording some more. Yep, this is quite beautiful. Very, very peaceful, very soothing to the soul. So I'm going to start running again any second now, because it levels off here considerably. Yep, I know where I am. I'm now heading towards the rocky outcrop, which will look out over my neighborhood. Up I go. More hiking. This will take me right up to the summit in short order. Probably about 10 minutes of real time, and I'll be at the top of this mountain.
Time 45 minutes. Distance 2.77 kilometers. Cadence 52. Average heart rate 143. Workout average pace 8 minutes 59 seconds per kilometer.
So my pace is understandably dropping, just coming into the 9 minute per kilometer pace zone. my heart rate is still reasonably high, but that is why the heart zone change is important for when I'm running on the flat, because I need to know if I'm pushing too much for my body. I was going to record with my phone, but I figured that the quality is just a little bit better with the Sony, and relying less on one device to crash. I have various options open to me. I noticed when I took a peek at the recorder that I'm running a little low on batteries. That's the other thing about riding the pause button. It leaves the machine on even though you're not recording. So the battery tends to discharge a little more than if you stopped and started each time you recorded. But this way, hopefully, if I'm still on file number 1, I will be able to tell precisely how many minutes I have recorded. Okay. Fawn lilies everywhere today. I shall push on a little further until I get to the summit. I'm now hiking on bare rock.
Workout resumed.
Just saw a couple doing some exploring. I asked them if they were okay, and they said they were. So I left them quite a way off, at sort of yelling distance. We all have to look out for each other these times. Coming out to one of the best lookout spots on Irvine, I will take advantage of the early light to take a pre-breakfast photograph of my domain.
Time 30 minutes. Distance 3.08 kilometers. Cadence 50. Average heart rate 147. Workout average pace 9 minutes 44 seconds per kilometer. Auto pause. Workout resumed.
Got it. Now I'll take a zoom.
Auto pause.
Hang on, I'll take a picture back where I came, from whence I came. One of Margaret's Cove, and a zoomed in photograph, I should say, of the downtown area. Let's put the camera away for the moment until I get to the summit lookout.
Workout resumed.
On this particular tangent that I took. Hello!
Hi, good morning.
I'm going to be coming up on the antenna pretty soon. There was a man enjoying the view from the rock just down from where I was yakking. So I'm going to be approaching the summit from the antenna today, which is fine by me, as I have, as I say, 75 minutes to work at this exercise game, and I'm not really in any rush to shorten this workout. It's just too nice to cut short. Back on Irvine, the main drag. So I just checked and I have 19 minutes already recorded. So this is going to be a 36er as usual. probably up to 20. So another 16 minutes of fun with you guys, and then the rest of the activity will be just me and Samantha. I can see the antenna now poking above the rocks. So now I've reached the summit on the antenna side of Mount Douglas. There's a little dip that takes me to the lookout at the top of Churchill Drive. This is closed to traffic. Running across the asphalt up to the next part of the trail, which will take me right up to the crow's nest. So it looks like I'm in luck. I think I'm the only one on the summit today. Last few meters before the lookout post. It looks like a bit of a crow's nest kind of configuration. Up I go, right into the middle of it. There will probably be some kind of acoustic anomaly in here as I put the recorder down. I'm going to do a 360 video from here with every intention of using the audio from my Sony. Okay, here we go. From the south, I pan slowly around. Now I'm looking west. Now I'm looking north. And I keep going around until I get to the view to the east. That is the view that, if it wasn't so cloudy, I would see Mount Baker around about there. Okay, so now I'm going to head back over the edge and down one of the trickier trails, knowing that I have about, I would say, 10 more minutes of recording. I'm going to be heading over down that way. And there's my Sony sitting on the cairn. Okay, camera away. Now I head back down the tricky climb. Had I been coming from the other side, this is pretty much bare rock most of the way back. Heading right into the wind now. Hopefully my windsock is doing its job, and my shoes, I'm trusting, will do their job, keeping me vertical, basically keeping my head from hitting the ground. That is the plan. But taking these more treacherous routes will probably mean that I will not see anybody, which will be nice for me and for them. It's always a little tense when you see other people, because nobody really wants to give anybody anything. But there's always that nagging suspicion in the back of your mind, whether you'd contaminated somebody or somebody had contaminated you. I know it's paranoia, but let's hope that when the flu season ends, that we all feel a little less stressed by sniffles and sneezes, it could easily be misinterpreted as something way more serious. I don't often come down this way. It's quite unusual for me to take this route down. This is the route that I normally bring my friends up to see the views, because they are quite stunning up here. There's a couple of wild daffodils that I'm going to take a picture of, a photograph I should say. Plus there's a very nice view of the Mount Newton Observatory. We're on the other side of the valley. There's the crows. Back up enough to see both the daffodils. Got them. And put the camera away again. This is quite a popular spot for buzzards, for turkey vultures. This is where they pick off their prey. Quite often there's remnants of dead squirrels and birds up here. The turkey vulture tends to eat on carrion, which is dead animals. The hawks and the eagles kill their prey. So I've just heard the 40-minute reminder. I'm coming down off Mount Douglas now, so I will have to make it a bit of a wide loop. I think I needed, what was it, 37 and a half for my 75. No, 32 and a half minutes. I think 32, 60, no, it has to be more than that. 30, I can't work it out. My mind is mush. Half of 75 anyway. 80 would be 40, so 30. Trying to concentrate on not slipping here. Need 75. So 37 and a half minutes each way, so 40 minutes is just past the halfway mark, which is about right. This route is going to be slightly longer. I now have 28 minutes recorded, so I can take this way down to the lower trails where I will be running for home. This is still a bit of a white knuckle scramble on the rocks. It's quite surprising how many daffodils are out. I don't know if they were put in here or whether they seeded themselves. I don't know quite how they would. But there are more than a few daffodils in this area. They could have been put in by some nature-loving person. Yep, it is stunning how beautiful nature is this time of the morning. I can see snow-peaked mountains to the far north of me, way up towards the where am I going? Okay, I don't want to go this way. I need to keep on my more trodden path, the one with less serious drop-offs. This is good. Very soon I'll be on the lower trail Whittaker, Upper Whittaker. Then I head down towards the resort and the muddy patch around by the sheep. And then it's home to send this episode to you via the magic of the internet. Just coming out on the Elephant Rock. And then I'll have the fake bridges to do later on. I just had the 45-minute reminder, so I'm now halfway to 90, which is further than I need to be. I need to be halfway to 75. Past the halfway to 75. So now I can start looking for slightly shorter, safer, drier alternatives. I won't need to go in the muddy patch today. I will go for the fake bridges a little bit later on. I have to find where Norn meets the Whittaker, which is just along here. Pretty soon. Yep, there's a sign. Down I go. Now I just have to watch out for phantom roots trying to trip me up. But it is mainly down now. Downhill. Downhill running is always fun. Hello. Was a little close. We both surprised each other there. I'll be on the fake bridges very soon. I still have to negotiate a few more rocky areas. As I head down into the valley, into the silent zone. Yeah, this is Whittaker Creek, but it is dry today, which is a blessing, I guess. Yep. Here I go. I think I will stop the recording when I reach the fake bridges. There's somebody else coming uphill. Hello. Give them a bit of warning. Hi. Want to come by? Hi there. Yep, this is the bottom of the valley now. And the fake bridges take you, or take me and you, over this lovely swampy area. So this is plain sailing now. Nice, well graded pea gravel trail, which will take me out back to Mount Douglas main parking lot by the beach. I avoided the swampy corner. I didn't need to go there today. I had my minutes planned. Still about, I would say, 20 minutes from finishing. Coming out at the resort. So this is the running jackal signing off once again from his beloved trails on Mount Douglas.